Since the YouTube stuff, I feel like the market has slowed down. Is that just me? Does anybody notice that? I feel like everything just like slowed down considerably right when the YouTube problems started happening. Like it literally, like even the volume looks the same, but it's definitely a little lower than the top, but it is definitely changed a little bit. I don't know if we're live on YouTube yet. Stream alert us that YouTube is down next time. Yeah. Good idea. What happened? We chilling. Again, nothing has really even happened since. Again, it seems like some internet issues or waiting a little bit. I'm going to find out. But other than that, no other news has came in. I think the last thing we got was the Intel news, and it's already bouncing back. And the news was McConnell is delaying the Intel or the chips bill. Yeah, J&J still keeps dropping again. That's post earnings. They did guide down to lower. It was a little smaller, and remember, this was one of the effects of the strong dollar. SPY's starting to move, so we'll see if it goes up. Allegiant Air popping, Allegiant Travel, ALGT, Chattadonia, ALGT. Check news on that one. Again, the news is still fast, baby. There's volume coming in, but I'm not seeing anything. If you see it, let me know. Yeah, YouTube still clap. Twitch is popping. Come through. Yo, what's up, baby? I still have the CLX. Yeah, somebody asked that in the YouTube, but I don't know if he could even hear me. It's up 100%, 100 to 200% widespread. J&J still going. Again, Allegiant, I have no news on that. J&J selling off a little bit harder right here, so keep that on watch. Apple reaches 50 million settlement over defective Mac keyboards. HTLF, Google on the high. Again, J&J. We might get another tech run here. Facebook, Netflix. Is YouTube live? Oh, YouTube is live. There you are. So if you're watching this, we have to restart the stream. If you're watching the recap middle of the day here, we're in Power Hour. We are live on Twitch, so if you ever have any issues, you could get back on the Twitch channel. Again, we try to get you the fast news. So if you missed anything, J&J is dropping right now. Allegiant just had a big pop. We don't have news, but J&J is starting to sell off a little bit more aggressively right here. So keep that one in mind. Yeah, let it ride, Twitch. I mean, you guys are already here, so let it ride. Let it ride until we see what happens. Spy's coming back too, though. It's funny. Spy starts moving once YouTube comes back online. I wonder if there's a correlation. Again, J&J selling off pretty big right here. You can't find the Twitch link. We've spammed it a couple times, but there it is just in case. But it looks like YouTube is working good right now. See how long it lasts. YouTube got hacked. I don't know. We'll see. Surprisingly, I didn't see too many headlines on like Down Detector or anything. Back in the glory of the Twitch chat. Amen. Twitch was scary. It wasn't that bad. Twitch was chill. I don't know. That was actually, I'm very excited because that was a weird, usually we have pretty weird cutoffs, but that one, at least you seamlessly got over here. So at least we had that for a little bit. It was only like 5-10 minutes, but everything is came back now. We are getting into Power Hour. About 52 minutes left. Netflix, I got a call and a put. They are both free. So really my play is going to be coming into tomorrow. I'm going to look to get a continuation play after the premium dies. But right now I have a call and I have a put. Both are about 20% out the money. I'm down on both of them, I believe, right now. But thankfully we made them free by taking profits on calls yesterday. So Netflix, it's beat, 8 out of the last 12 quarters. It's pricing in about a 15% move on the stock. The analysts that are bullish are worried about guidance, and the analysts that are bearish, they are worried about this number that comes out today, and they are all believing that numbers are going to come back down. Man, right when I sent out a stream alert too. Welcome back. X on watch. Yeah, United Steel is going again. I think Alcoa is on Wednesday or Thursday. Pricing in 27. If you suck at math. It came down. It was pricing in 30 earlier. So that's funny. As the stock is moved up, the pricing is holding a kind of equivalent. No plays on credit card companies. Again, we're going to get Visa and Amex. I mean, they can move a lot, but currently no plays on them. Ethereum up over 6. Yeah, and it went up like 5, 6 yesterday. Sam Smith. Welcome, my friend. Good to see some of y'all on the Twitch here. Again, this is your second home, okay? If anything gets lit on fire, you could come here and you have a safe place. Okay, you have a safe place. Are glad that you're here. You do need to resubmit your like button. Yeah, the stream got clapped for a little bit. There were some YouTube issues, but we're still good to go. 50 minutes, and then we got Netflix, baby. Holding 376 tomorrow. Hold at least till close. Again, people were asking if I wanted to grab puts. I mean, if you get a reversal tomorrow, those daily puts will hit it, but we'll see. I'm trying to wait a little bit to get a better idea. If anything, I'm just playing puts on certain individual names with earnings. EU considers 15% reduction in natural gas demand for August through March. Check UNG. I don't know if it's going to move, but you got some German news there, or at least EU news related to energy. I don't know if it's going to move anything. EWG got some volume. Caught Intel on the way up. Good work. Watch VET. I don't even know where we are right now. VET, Vermilion Energy, they're up 4%. Netflix still holding up above 200 and volumes coming in. And I'm going to ride with what I have for Netflix. Again, I have a call. I got to put, I can make the money both ways. Oh, wait. I could buy the HUDs and go away. But where is it? Where is that mother effer? So right here, I have a call. I have a 260 call, and I bought it for 150 yesterday. I'm up $20 on it, and then I have a 125 put for August. Not a weekly. Spent 230. It's now worth 150. So I'm down $80 on it. But both of these plays are free because I took $700 in profit or $400 net profit yesterday. So that's the issue right now, is that pretty much my plays are free. So whatever you see on the board right now, I mean, I could walk away now. If I sold out, I could walk away with an additional 300 on both sides, but I'm going to hold these for this earnings after hours, and then I'm going to play a lot of the plays tomorrow once we watch the premium start to get clapped a little bit. So I have these plays. They don't really mean too much, and what I mean by that is, like, it's not like I'm like, yeah, Netflix going to 260 or Netflix has to go to 130. No, I'm not based on any of that. It's just literally we bought these plays early. We hit the pre-run up on the head. I made 400%, got all of my initial investment back, and now I have $300 of plays that are all free. So that's the key with this one right here. So I'm down to let it ride. It's a pivotal earnings. A lot can happen, but my idea, I think the stock is going to move less than 15%, and then I could take advantage of premium tomorrow. But if that doesn't happen, I'm hoping one of these will hit, but that's about it. So I hope that explains it, because again, I know a lot of people are asking if I'm in it and what I'm holding, and I am in it, but my plays don't really explain what I'm like. It doesn't mean I think Netflix is going to 200. You know what I'm saying? That's the big part to take away from that. You can't see the membership link. That's fine. We still love you. You could just go to the channel. Just go the stock market, youtube.com/the-stock-market/join, and you'll be good. But we love you either way. And hopefully you're wise. Again, be smart with any of the earnings play. Charter Communications, pop in. A little pop there. But just be smart with earnings. Again, like I'm saying, there's no problem waiting for earnings. So like if I didn't make those plays earlier, I wouldn't have made any plays, and I would have just played afterwards. The only risk if you choose to wait to play earnings, your only risk is if the stock moves more than 15% earlier. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Is that if the stock moves 15% by tomorrow, that's the only way you lose opportunity cost. Here from YouTube, had to wait 10 minutes. It's okay. We still love you. It was worth it. It was worth it. Man, some of y'all dipped back out to YouTube quick. You're like, I can't stay here. I need my YouTube. Bitcoin, big pop. I just saw Beto on the high. So watch out for Bitcoin. That thing's moving again, as well as Netflix near the high. But yeah, Beto's popping up 10%. Big volume candle here at the highs. Oh, Braxton. Some of y'all just got a free membership. Now you can't leave. Because now you got a free membership, bro. I listen on YouTube, but I watch on Twitch. That's crazy. The Brax attack. Welcome to the kids' table. Hey, man. It's the Twitch ads. But if you have Prime, it should be free. Disney pushing 100. BITI on the high. Starbucks moving. Starbucks moving pretty big. What's the other one? Where's Roblox? Starbucks, Roblox. Oh, Airbnb 102. Uber's still down. Airlines are up. Not by much. Actually, Southwest is. YouTube is back up. It's working now. What's there? Amazon, Meta. Again, Meta earnings plays are up like 150 if you want the profit. Quarter 3 EU diplomats with the knowledge. The measure would also include a mandatory trigger if the situation warrants and voluntary curbs are insufficient. Bro, I think they're about to get into fucking rationing energy in Europe. It's actually crazy. NVTA is 2. Remember when Kathy thought it was cheap at 35? Oh, wait. The stock is at $2? I thought you were saying it's like up $2. Oh, wow. Kathy bought this at 35? I guess I was thinking NTR. I can see that. Damn, that's wild. They should have been rationing already. Why didn't they buy from Canada? They do, but you have to understand, getting oil or energy from Canada to the United Kingdom, it's a difficult task. Alex, there he is, baby. For all the years, it's good to see the membership badge now, man. God bless you. Zambia creditors set to commit debt relief. Reuters. Forget about these commercials. But yeah, it's hard to transport gas. That's the problem. That's why, again, like Russia and Nord Stream 1, I mean, it's just convenient for a lot of Europe. And then with their demand level, that's like the only way you could get oil transferred to you or energy transferred at a very cheap and effective pace to meet that. You are not banned, my friend. You are not banned. It's going to be chill until the next 15 or 45 minutes. And even then, though, I don't expect Netflix to move the market too much, but we're going to find out. It's going to be a very pivotal one. Unless, I mean, depending on what is said on Netflix and what it says about the consumer and other industries, that's going to kind of be the black swan or what's unexpected. So we'll see what happens. SPY back on the climb. Wall Street bankers say judges' rules foreshadow problems for Elon. Chancery Court increases likelihood Musk will seek a settlement. It's the Gasparino tweet. I thought they didn't want Elon to buy it. This shit gets crazier and crazier every day. Googly wiggly. That's on the high, and Vitae dropping. Nflx on the high. Let me get Netflix up here. Bro, Netflix still at 200. Where is it on here? We're at 2, I guess it's 15%. That's crazy. You potentially could go back to break even on Netflix after today. Potentially. Ooh, I'm excited. Do you guys feel it? Do you feel it in the air? I hope the market sits tomorrow. We'll see. Storms brewing. There goes Nflx. It's really going. Again, that showed up on the high. It's up 14%, but it just did this little curling up there. Additional for Niger. Oh, let's see what happens. Overnight may send it up. All depends on her. I'm actually really excited for Netflix now. Booking up 5. Nice upside move. Yeah, Airbnb caught up with it too. Even Expedia. All the travel stocks doing good. I mean, Expedia's up 6 right now. Oh, Netflix earnings is the beginning. I know. And then it carried into Bitcoin. It's so much. I get promoted on Friday, but thinking about quitting and start my own business. Word to the wise, I would start the business while you're working. And then that way, like a baton race, you could get momentum on both. So you got good momentum in your job right now. Why would you just cut the wire and end it when you could start getting everything in place for the business you want to run, start committing a little bit on the weekends and any extra time, and then you could get that business a little bit up and running. So then that way you could dip out of the other one and then, boom, run into the momentum of the other one. We just need to go up 60% on Netflix. Yes. Well, that's for there, but with our long, remember, we made some nice purchases on Netflix, but we're only down 15%. So if Netflix goes positive on the way up, you might be negative, you might be break even or positive on your Netflix shares by the open tomorrow. But we'll see. Why did you buy JPM over Citi? Because Citi, I wanted Citi at first because the dividend and all that. But remember, their earnings before that were bad. But JP Morgan is just solid. I like everything they got going on. I like the brand name. I like the exposure to everything from credit cards all the way down to trading and then even underwriting. So they just do it all. It has a good brand name, solid dividend. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. The stock could move a lot, but when it's all said and done, I could be confident holding a name like JP Morgan for 10 years, and we bought it at a relatively low price over the last couple years. So I was happy on all fronts with that one. You think we were late for the earnings? I think the last 2 days, Airbnb has moved up like 12%. So be careful. Again, we should have bought it at 90. I was considering it. I was even saying it. I was going to do it, but I was like, I still like cash. So let me see what happens. Oh, biggest mistake was quitting your job to start business. I'm 30 with my parents. Just my 2 cents. Josh is right. Work while you build. It's hit or miss, man, and nobody could ever tell you what's going to work, and I think if you have drive and passion, it'll be there, but I think it's always a good idea. I've always worked multiple stuff. Again, I've always did real estate while doing college, stocks while doing college. I've never really seen one business or job as enough, so I would just get momentum with it, and I've usually anybody who's willing to do a little bit of extra work to set it up the right way, you could do good. And yeah, you have a lot of time at 30, man. But just get some momentum in your favor, and you're going to be good to go. I've seen Mara, and a lot of people brought it up of a potential short squeeze, especially if Bitcoin keeps running this week. Quitting my job for real estate, but bro, I didn't even already know. Like, bro, Midwest is crazy. Again, I think Midwest finance real estate is one of the finest examples of this. Like, he is going to school for his master's. He already got licensed for real estate and is closing deals, but then he is also working a job as well. So he is going to master's, working a job, and he already got licensed for real estate and is a licensed real estate agent. And even right now, he's saying, I'm about to quit my job to do real estate more full time. You see what I'm saying? So that is how you do it. I'm telling you. That one, it's being disciplined, it's working hard, taking advantage of whatever opportunities. I'm sure Midwest has a tight sleep schedule, but God bless you, man. But at the end of the day, it's like you could work into that. Does he have kids? I don't know. Do you have kids, Midwest? Mr. Sam, do you have any children? Have you gone on your Elon streak? Have you birthed any young lives into this world? But I'll tell you now, too, like half of y'all in here, y'all got to stop blaming your kids, okay? I rebuke it, okay? I don't care if you have kids. And what I mean by that is I'm proud of you that you have children, and it's great, and you have a big responsibility. But you're not, like, just because you have kids does not mean you again, that starting a business before quitting doesn't, I mean, that's still, the advice is going to stay the same. You see what I'm saying? Saving 10% of your amount of money and trying to live off of 90%, you got to try it even if you have kids. I know, believe me. Yeah, if anything, it should motivate you a little bit more, but it's my kid's fault I don't have kids. But I don't know if Sam has kids. I'm not too sure, but stop blaming them, because I'm just saying they're gonna they might get mad at you when you get older. You know what I'm saying? I'm banned on Twitch. I didn't know. Don't tell me that, because now you're timed out here. So next time I'm banning you on here. Please don't snitch on yourself. Okay, we love you, and I don't want to bring any negative beef into a new relationship. So just, if you've been banned, act like nothing happened. And if you try to make it a point to that you were banned, I will notice and you will get banned again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just don't snitch on yourself, man. It's not good. But pretty sure Sam doesn't have any kids. You never know. I don't know. I found out a lot of you guys got kids randomly. So it's good. But ladies, he's single and he works hard, and he's probably going to be a multimillionaire based on this trajectory that I've seen him do. So ladies, if you want to lock down Sam before the stock gets too high. I don't know if he has a girlfriend though either. So hopefully his girlfriend or wife or anybody don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, but that's a good stock, ladies. I don't know. Sam looking like a good long-term play right there. He got the long-term too. Mm-hmm. We are on Twitch. Yeah, we hold it as a backup. We hold it as a backup. Earlier, only big, like, middle of the day news that caused anything was the chip bill getting delayed, and then that's about it. Sam the man, baby. He said, no kids, no girl. Oh my gosh, dude. The world is yours, Sam. The world is yours with that work ethic. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You glad? Idol, you've been so loving the last couple of days, man. I'm glad, bro. I hope you're excited. We need to get you the long term, okay? Make sure you get that long term set up, especially at this moment while things are still cheap. That's another thing we don't want to procrastinate on. And that's another thing. If you have not started your long term, please do it now. I'm telling you, don't procrastinate on it. I know you might be scared and you see the market, but if you have yet to begin that long term, this is one of the best opportunities to do it in a very, very long time. At least for growth names. Some value's a little expensive, but you still got some good ones, man. It's good. It's good. So let's go, man. Let's go. Small good decisions monthly. Again, today, now. Let's get it. Remember, the first part is a savings plan. So at the very least, I'm just trying to tell you, save that 10%, start with a budget, and then you'll be good to go. And then with that budget, we could get to rule number 3 and making your gold multiply and finding ways to put it in good places to work. So remember, the first part is saving, and if you could start now, just say, hey, I commit to 10% of my income. I'm a minimum 10%. Save it. We allocate it towards, again, buying stuff for the long term. Again, the odds are 12, 24 months from now, the more, especially when things are down, it's just like the future looks even brighter. Again, that's the whole aspect of the yield curve, is as things get bad today, people start to forecast a better future 10 years out. That's why the yield curve inverts. So what I'm telling you is in line with this, where it's like the worse it gets now, things are already bad. It makes the future look a lot brighter. So don't procrastinate on the long term. You know what I'm saying? Coinbase not letting users, is it just everybody or is there a delay? I think there was a Coinbase delay a couple weeks ago, but I don't know if there's anything new happening now. Early market on close, 32 million. It seems small. I don't think we've ever seen one that small. Yeah, the Hoover Dam had an explosion. They said they got it fixed. They said they put out the fire without any interruption to power grid. You can withdraw. That's false. So there's some Chad reporting. There you go. Get a little both sides of the story. Oh, yeah, I'm staying for Netflix. We're going to have some fun. Let's see. I'm excited for it, man. I'm really like, this is a big earnings, Chad. Like there's a potential to affect a lot, potential to affect other industries. We're going to find out more information. We're going to see a little bit how the consumer is doing, and Netflix is either going to come back to a very attractive price and then it could start turning things up, or Netflix is about to just die and it's about to be Squid Games Part 3, mother. You know what I'm saying? It could get crazy. It could get crazy. Europe holding. No, I just took a short on EWG, so I shorted shares. I still think it's in play, and I think you're going to hear Europe stuff all the way up until the end of the year, until we actually get a solution with energy and commodities. You're fighting the YOLO demon? Well, here's the deal. Your YOLO demon is not as effective today as it was a couple days ago. See that? So that's the thing, to maybe calm your YOLO demon now. The premiums on Netflix are jacked. So you're paying 30, it's pricing in 30% move. That's wicked. Or 15% move, $30. So again, all the plays are up. The puts are cheap. So your YOLO demon could get rewarded on a put because the puts are at least cheaper from a couple days ago. But if you want to YOLO the calls, you're paying too much for it. So at that point, you might as well just take the risk and try to push it for afterwards. Because again, those Netflixes, bro, I bought them at $2 and they're going for $8, I think, still on the next, and that's on next week. Which one was it? Was it, 222s? Bro, we bought these at $2. They're going for $800 now. So just keep that in mind. It's like it's not effective on the call side. The puts are a little bit cheaper, but the puts are still expensive. They dropped about 40%, but they should be down 80%. So keep that in mind. But again, the next move I'm waiting for is play after Netflix. Again, the only way that if you don't YOLO today, if you don't like FOMO into a play right now, the only way you're going to lose on Netflix is if it moves more than 15%. So if you think it's going to move more than 15%, screw whatever I'm saying and then go ahead. Hopefully you got the budget and balanced for it. But if you think it's going to move more than 15% up or down, make your play. But if you don't think it's going to move 15%, you're going to get rewarded. If it moves less than 15%, you are going to get a steal on the options tomorrow. Calls and puts will drop depending on how much it moves. So keep that in mind. Shorting Netflix, you get a little bit of a discount, but again, the plays should be down more, but they're up. But that's it. You want to invest long term, $3,000. So do this. You could start with $1,000 now, and then spread out the other 2,000 over the next couple months, $500 a month. That'll buy you like 6-7 months of time, and little by little you're going to start working and adding to it just like we do. Again, I'm still holding my deposit from last month. That's what I do. We add little by little, one account with 200, one account with 2,000, and just little by little add it up. You don't need to do anything big, so nothing big is ever going to hurt you or help you too much, but it's just little by little you add on to it, and before you know it, small lakes become great rivers, or small streams become, what do they say? Small streams become great lakes? Something like that. How many of you have stopped your Netflix position or subscription? Yeah, has anybody canceled Netflix? Nope. Yes. Yes. Nope. I canceled. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. It's too costly in India. Yeah. Netflix for life. I canceled months ago, years ago. Can't cancel if you never had it. I canceled and subscribed to the trading fraternity. Honestly, great decision in your life. I'm biased though. How can I cancel when I'm using someone else's? We got him. Get him. $3. Charge him. Charge him. Charge him. We got him. Yep, we got him. Jamar. His name's Jamar. Get him. He has an Airbnb too. Get him. Boom. $3 added to your monthly subscription. What now, son? No. That's literally their plan if you're not familiar. That was literally the news in the last day or so. I know, Jamar back at it again. They will be talking about their new ad. Yes, exactly. That's where I think they could guide up, but we're going to find out. You did back in February, but I usually hop around the services. You service hopper. Service hopper. Pfft. This guy, he's like, yeah, 1 month I'm Netflix, the next month I'm Hulu, this month I'm on Disney Plus, but I think I'll be back to Netflix. Cancel friends accounts, close 385. That'd be a big drop, but VWAP's at 388 actually. VWAP's high. White House Kirby later this week. The administration will announce next presidential drawdown package and weapons and equipment for Ukraine. Got hella burner emails getting free trials. You've been doing that since 2015, huh? He's like, I'm on my 700th email. I guess this is second week trial number 197, but it's been working out great. The Netflix original seems so low budget. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fanboy, but I think I'm a pretty big critic when it comes to entertainment. I like a lot of the Netflix originals. The only time I don't like the Netflix originals is when they just get hella woke with it. And then that's it. And they just get super crazy with it. And it's yo, is this a movie or are you trying to fucking advertise a political agenda at this point? But other than that, I like the Netflix originals. I think they do good. I think they it's high quality. I feel like it's good. I've had some favorite movies that have came from the originals, or some that I'm yo, it makes sense why they're spending so much. Bro, they spend mad bank on those movies, especially back in the day. But there's some good ones. There is some good ones. Yeah, even my liberal friends hate it. Yeah, it's not even right or left. It's just I think all of us, there's a lot of people on the middle ground who just like fucking entertainment. We all got our political beliefs, whatever it may be, but it's dude, some of those movies get hella woke. And it's even if you agree with some of this stuff or not, it's just hey, you are clearly trying to shove something down people's throats. Just get back to the movie. And that's it. But other than that, it's I like their content. Again, I was originally against their content because I saw the price tag. So before I watched some of the movies and before we saw some of the cult fan bases that were created. At first, I was very against the originals because I was like, dude, this budget is stupid. And how much they're spending, I was like, that's not a good look. If things slow down, it's not going to be pretty. So I didn't like it. But the fact that, they've done assessments on how much money it's made, and it's decent. And I think it opens them up to a lot of future opportunities. And again, I'm glad they're doing the ad stuff. I can't wait to hear about it today. But we're going to see. They make whack shows instead of buying decent ones. Well, don't underestimate how much money they're saving. Like, you got to realize to buy, now that everybody knows streaming is hot, everybody charges an arm and a leg for any old content. Bro, like a movie with Eddie Murphy in it, or just think about any famous actor or a big old successful show. Bro, those cost a lot of money to license. You got to realize even though Netflix spends a lot, but if you go and get a cheap actor, you get one good actor and then just hire a bunch of people for cheap, you can make your own content pretty cheap. Again, it may not have the same appeal or anything like that, but licensing is expensive depending on whose it is and the success of it. Imagine not torrenting all media in 2022. Bro, do you live in 2010? You're still on LimeWire, seeding shares and shit? Nah, bro. Fucking $4.99 to stream whatever I want. I'll take it, man. It's okay. I don't got time to torrent fucking. They don't even have Photoshop anymore, bro. It's all on the cloud. They fixed it. What do you mean? Who is still torrenting stuff? That's my question. That's it. If you still torrenting stuff, man, you better be mining your own crypto at that point too. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I have not hit Pirate Bay up in a long time. I used to back in the day, but now that it's super easy, it's bro, you could access it everywhere without your computer getting a virus. So I'm all right, it's chill. It's chill. I don't want to go watch, y'all watching movies that were filmed on a camcorder. Come on, man. We're past that. We're past that. I feel like you could get it streamed for free in most places. Yeah, every movie looks like it was Blair Witch Project. Why Netflix after close? Because earnings are today. That's it. Earnings comes after the bell. 18 minutes, Chad. And SPY, 392. Oh, my goodness. Netflix puts turn green. Again, this is why we play the pre-earnings run-up. But they are coming up. My puts are increasing, but my call is going up too. So now we got 30% on the call rollover, and then the puts are only down about 30%, 40%, I'd say. McDonald's pumping at the highs. That could be a good pre-earnings run up too. Basically, 393 is the top from last month, I believe. 393.69. We're at 392.40. So about half a point to 1 point. Let's see. Take on penny pinchers, frugal people. I am in that category, but I am an anomaly because people like to point out some of my more stupider high-end purchases. But for the most part, I'm all about being super frugal. Just don't let it turn you into one of those guys on the TLC show. And I think it's good. I think balance and moderation with everything. But you live in a society where you should be a penny pincher. It will reward you more than you think about it. But you could still enjoy some stuff, and don't be afraid to splurge a little bit. Is kind of how I look at it. Just balance with everything. You know what I'm saying? Amen. CLX, CSL, Bowen. Bro, high ticker is gassing. You're going to get a big move. Where's the dollar? Is the dollar still not... Dude, dollar's staying kind of pinned, which is impressive. I think we're getting a lot of earnings moves right now. are getting set up because a lot of industries are moving. Again, banks are just leading the way. That Morgan Stanley's still going up. Apple's still leading. XLVs have came back now. So that's a good one. Green on Netflix, hold or sell. What's your plan? If you can make it free, I would make it free. That's what I did. Again, I don't really have too much confidence in any of the plays, but I want to hold them. Otherwise, I think the move might happen tomorrow, but we'll find out. But try to get your balance in check and make sure it makes sense and aligns with your goals. Big put buy. The puts are getting expensive on Netflix, ironically. So again, like I said, those puts should be down about 80%. They're only down 40%. So keep that in mind. Puts are going to print. Well, yeah, well, think about it, though. If you drop 5% on earnings, you go back to the low of the day. Now, if earnings drops, literally, if it drops the $30, bro, you just go back to where we were at 2 days ago. Stop playing with me. I don't know if y'all feel me on this. So, literally, I don't know. The puts are difficult. The puts are going to be difficult unless you get in the money. Because literally, if it drops even expected, we just go right back to normal. Right back to 3 days ago. We're getting Nigel. We'll see. Maybe for a little bit. I don't know. $392.58. Dollar staying elevated. XLV's moving. Our premiums are back up now. That's very good to see. No change on market on close. I have a credit spread. That could honestly be good. Actually, where's Netflix? I have 260 calls. I want to see some credit spreads. 18-cent credit, $180 or 4,000 max loss if Netflix goes to 280, but then I would make $2,000. I'd still lose money. Fuck. I would still lose money. I need to go further. I just want to run some premiums because I've been talking about it so much, and I know it's a good strategy when the premiums are like this, but okay, I would lose 10,000, but then I'd make a lot more on that one. I mean, iron condors could be decent at what, 230, 260? Again, that's where I'm at, 260. So I went 270. So that would take us to 130, 170, 160. So this is an iron condor. Pretty much break even at 159 or 270.55. So wait, what was the number again? And I think if I lower this, if I just stop being a greedy bastard, that's my problem with most credit spreads. $100 to lose 1,000. That one won't kill me and turn into a 20,000 loss, but that one's decent. But again, 159 to 270. So what do you guys think? Do you think Netflix could get trapped there? So 270, if it doesn't go above 270, you win. And if it stays above 159, you win. Yeah, this is an advanced option strategy. This is an iron condor selling spreads. That's not worth it, though. It could be. I mean, it's just saying, hey, premiums are super high right now, and you could just take advantage of the premium and what you got, and then if you keep the range. Like, if I do one contract, you can make $60 and your risk is 400. Your risk is super. You're risking 5 times, but I think the odds of this play are very, very high. The premiums are jacked. That's why I like it. It's safe, standard deviation. That's like, yeah, it's like, this is like this is like a 90, this should be about 75 to 85% probability, if not higher. Oh, where's my put at? My put is for 125, so I would still lose at the 50. Time for coin. I don't know. Time on your side, yes and no. Let me check the shorter ones. So that's 270, 275, 160, 157. Oh, wait. These are too tight. But let's try the weekly. That one was for next week. But no, I don't. I have next week. So the only way I could protect myself is because I have that call and I plan on holding it. So I know we could do something with it. $150, $145. We'll do 275 to 280. Oh, this one's the same? This one, I don't know. It's the same payout, but I just lowered it by $1 and then raised the ask by, or the upside by 5. Yeah, I got it $5 a leg. Let's do it. I'd be down to do one. If you guys just want to see it. I have to keep it small though. Otherwise I get washed every time. Anytime I expose myself, the market's like, yeah, we're gonna fuck him up now. Yeah, Josh put down the money. We'll take it. Yeah, he's good for it. Yeah, take it. Just do it. Should we do it? 2 of them? No, like literally anytime it's big, I get washed. Like if it's like, oh, 20,000 max loss, I hit the max loss. I don't know how I do it every time. It's stupid. Stupid. This one is going to watch. I'm going to hit this one with flying colors. Max loss, $800. They're like, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, you feel, hey, man, should we do it? 2 of them. Max loss, $800. As long as Netflix stays above 150 or below 275, we hit. And then I have another contract, which it'll pretty much invalidate my hit on there. Don't do it. Oh, Chad says don't do it, man. Chad says don't do it. Do you want to leave it to the coin then, or do you want to? I want to do one. Oh, I have an idea. But I don't think we'll make as much. We'll make less money off of it. I think maybe if we do one side credit spread. How do you guys feel about one side credit spread? Let's try this one. But I'll make like $60, and then I'll risk 15,000. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I like the Condor. But I don't know. The premium, like I said, puts are cheaper, but I believe the premiums are very high. Well, 10-minute rig coming in. It's down to the downside. This one's tough, Chad. Someone new to this, do you mind explaining? We'll explain it in a little bit. Pretty much instead of buying a contract, I'm planning to short the contracts on both sides. And the idea would be if the premium expires worthless, we make money instead of buying it, hoping to sell the contract for more. So instead, I'm hoping that I could sell these for no. I hope they expire worthless, and then I walk away a winner no matter what. So 275, 280. No, I need to go wider, low key. I need to take this down to like 130. So this one would work. This one's 38 cents, but now my low end is wider, my high end is lower. Let me go 270. I'm going to try 280. Let's go 280, buy 290. That one's a good one. Wait, that's $10 though? Shit. And then we'll go 135 to 125. $10 spread. Risk is higher, but now 134 to 280. 160 max loss. I think the other one was a little bit better. How much credit? $180 for 2 of them. Why don't you get a call? I have a call in to put already. I think the first one was better. I mean, it's $5 more. I'm not getting that much on here. So the other one was 270, 280. Or no, was it? Or 275, 280. And then I think 145, 140. This one, $800. This one, you make 120. Your risk is 180, and now 144 to 275. I lowered the downside a little bit. Heavy. I have a put still for August 18th, but it's at 120, so I would still lose on that play. Again, my max loss would be $800 on this. The percent chance on this one's like probably in the high 80s. And how much in commission? $5? What do you say, Chad? I think the range is small. It is. It's $5 range. I mean, max I'm going to lose is $800 if it really rockets in one of these directions. So, kind of down with it. Five minutes. All right. Y'all love these moments. I could tell y'all getting ready. You're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Just give me 70 cents for it. Oh, it filled one at 60. The other one didn't fill yet. I got filled at one at 60. Maybe God is trying to save me. So I got $60 to risk 400. Not bad. Not bad. It's not filling me. Come on, fill me, bro. Why are you being so scared, bro? It's okay. Okay. Oh, it filled the other one at 60. What? It filled both of them at 60. That's stupid. All right, I did the Iron Condor, as you see. Iron Condor, I shorted the 280s, 275s, and then the 145s. Pretty much anything above 144 and anything below 280, I will win. I will win $120. If not, I will lose $800. The risk to reward is crazy, but it's not like I'm exposed to another $10,000 loss, you know? What is the play? A minus 275. Okay, I did not land the plane. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Oh my gosh, Chad, what's happening? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making our final approach. So we make our final approach. If you guys are holding on to any bags, please throw them in the overhead bins above or firmly beneath your seats. We'll be coming through the aisle with the trash bag if you'd like to dispose of those bags. But as we make this final approach, we're going to be landing here into the second link terminal. Second link terminal in the description. That's going to be your nightly watch list and main channel layover around 5 p.m. Pacific time. Then we're going to be taking off promptly around 6 a.m., 6:10 out of sunny San Diego, California. So we make this final approach into San Diego International Airport. It's about 84 degrees and sunny. Looking like a very beautiful sunny day, just like the S&P 500. Hopefully it doesn't get shit on by Netflix earnings. So we'll see what happens, but we are no longer under COVID guidelines, so no masks are required, but we do ask that you exit one row at a time and drop a GG on your way out. As always, we appreciate you guys' business. If you're interested in the Nicole Rapid Awards program card, please flag down your flight attendant, and we'll get you that as soon as possible. As always, thanks for flying with the Colt, and hopefully have a wonderful evening. Let's go, baby. 1 minute. Earnings. Go, 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 go. Speak now or forever hold your peace, chat, Adonia. The earnings is here. The implications come tomorrow, and even more earnings. And today was already crazy. Dollar down. Good European news. They're feeling bullish about oil. You better finalize it. Less than 20 seconds. Are you going to take the risk? Are you going to play into the market maker or not? Are you going to risk it for the biscuit or are you going to make it free? You got to make your decision right now, baby. So let's go. Bring it home. Amen. Amen. There it is. Ding 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 ding. Oh no! Let's go, baby. We did it. We made it. Oh, it's already out, bro. It's already out. Fuck, we did it. We made it. It's already out, Chad. It's already out. Netflix. Oh, they lost only 970,000. Estimate was 2 million. Sandbag. Paid net change 1 million. Estimate was 1.8. So their guidance is a lower for next quarter, but they beat by double on this quarter. People are liking it a lot right there. So right off the bat, subscriber number did not miss. Subscriber number did not miss, but guidance did go a little bit lower. They guided down to 1 million new users for paid next quarter. Estimate was 1.8. So guidance on users got cut, but they beat in terms of instead of losing 2 million subscribers, they only lost 970,000. Yeah, still a lot. That's still like $1 billion, $1.5 billion a month or something. So do the math on that. But it's kind of crazy. Let's see. Condor might hit. If we're going to make our $120. Woohoo. Pop and drop. Where's Disney? Hold on. So I want to see more numbers, though. So they said recalibrating revenue growth is big challenge. Foreign exchange impact was worse than expected. Netflix said to fund the deal from existing cash balance, adjusted cost structure for current rate of revenue growth. Stranger Things had 1.3 billion hours in the first 4 weeks. They're acquiring anime studio Logic, no terms, adjusted results in about 70 million of severance costs. Second quarter included a 339 million foreign currency impact. So they breathe a sigh of relief is what they're saying. EPS $3.20. Estimate was $2.96. So people are really, really liking that one. Netflix new high. 230 butterfly trying to hit. 3 years after, Monique is returning. They see growth after losing 1 million customers. So they're saying growth now all of a sudden. Even Snapchat, Apple, and Amazon are doing good. How's the market looking? It's taking it pretty decently. But right now, I mean, if anything, it might kill the premium because you're right at guidance right here. So $28, $30, that's what we were talking about. It's including the run-up today. It's already there. So this one's interesting. Let's give it a second. Here, I need my GGs, though. I need to go turn on the AC, too, and get me a drink real quick. Hold on. Let's go, babe. We did it. We made it. I need my GGs. Let's go. We got you the earnings. I'll be right back.
We did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. We did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. The haters complain why creators creating. Did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. We did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. We did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. The haters complain why creators creating. Did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. I'm singing, I'm praising, my God is amazing. My dreams is accomplished, it they're not complaining. They scheming, they plotting, but that did not faze me. Look like I'm homeless, ain't got me no job, but my car cost a home. Teach your ass not to judge. There's a lot I don't know, but I know, show some love. I'm so smart, I play dumb. Rather have me the money than have me some fun. Bitch, I'm back, I ain't done really rapping about funds, talking yields in the buns, up the curve to the front. Sit your ass in the day, what you learn in the month. Eating 1 meal a day, fuck your breaking your lunch. Go for layups, not done.
Oh yeah, baby, let's go. You think I forgot GG? It's just hot in here, man. A lot of anticipation. Let's go. Where are my real ones? Oh yeah, real money traders. Oh yeah, shout out to Cole, baby. Good game, good sportsmanship. Shout out Netflix. There it is, baby. All right, so right now, Netflix already came in. Honestly, the first move is already calming down people a lot. Literally, all the headlines are saying Netflix breathes a sigh of relief as they lost only 1 million subscribers instead of 2 million. So it may seem kind of bad. A lot of stocks already reacted to that. They beat on EPS. They beat on revenue. Where's the guidance? And then Netflix, they say second quarter subscriber loss is narrower than estimates. So technically, even though they reported a million loss, it's considered a 1 million beat in terms of subscribers. So keep that in mind. That's why people are saying it was a subscriber beat, even though they missed by, again, 1 million people canceled. But not too bad. Not too bad, I guess. But it's up there. Again, you're right at the 15% pricing in. We'll see what happens. I believe the conference call, they have a pre-recorded YouTube thing they put out, and I think it comes out about 30 minutes later. But it seems to be good. Or it seems to be that's going to be the next one. So let's see what we got here. I got a little bit of info for you. Please hold while we connect your call. RIP Premium. So Netflix reiterates it could put big money budgets directly on its service. They said Stranger Things 4 generated 1.3 hours of viewing. The season reignited interest in prior episodes, which saw a 5-fold increase in viewings. The combined Twitter posts around the show were more than Obi-Wan Kenobi and Top Gun Maverick. Netflix has laid off hundreds of employees, so they had $70 million in severance charges and $80 million in non-cash impairments on office leases, according to shareholder levels. They just shy of 1 million subscribers in Q2. It was expecting loss of 2 million after shedding subscribers for 2 quarters in a row. Netflix forecasts it will return to growth in Q3 and add 1 million subscribers. So that's your bullishness, Chad. So right there, even though a lot of you are getting caught up on the losing 1 million, pretty much they said by Q3 they're going to be returning to growing subscribers, and they plan to add 1 million back by Q3. What else we got? That was right before. Netflix acquiring animation studio Animal. We already went over them. That's it. But yeah, they said return to growth by Q3. Honestly, this is pretty chill for the most part. It sounds like it doesn't even sound like it. Just looks like it. We moved about 15%. You got the initial reaction. I mean, volume's still elevated, but it's not going too crazy. I think that conference call is probably going to move a little bit more than we expect here. Yeah, we were talking this whole this whole morning here about everything. I meant to say thank you. I love you with the super chat. Oh, we love you, baby. God bless you. God bless you, Wesley. It's good to see you on a day like today. I know you've been working. Hey, man. So here it is, another update. Netflix continues to lose subscribers in the U.S. and Canada, yet revenue is increasing thanks to price increases. In the region, revenue rose 10% year-on-year in Q2, while the company lost 1.3 million subscribers. The company says retention improved over the course of the quarter and churn remains slightly elevated. It's now back to near pre-price change levels. So they're kind of implying that after the price change, you lose some people, the churn goes up a little bit, but then after the price change kind of goes into effect, it stays there. No, that's good. It's good because, I mean, what they're saying is that now they're back to pre-price change levels where pretty much people are canceling at a normal rate. It's not as if people are, the shock of, oh man, my price is going up. Netflix leads streaming video stocks higher. Disney up 1.9. Warner up 1. Paramount up. Roku up 1.4. Until they get ads. But I think that's just going to be a cheaper service. So here's the estimate. Bro, they guided up. Oh, no. They guided, but they're a little bit below. Excuse me. So Netflix, they see third quarter EPS at $2.14. Estimate was $2.72. And then revenue for third quarter, $7.8 billion. Estimate was $8.1. Kind of weak. I mean, it wasn't a strong report in the sense of they returned to growth, but it's talking a lot more positive than last earnings. pretty much the guidance coming down, but it doesn't sound like they sandbagged too heavy on this report. So it's like at least the story didn't get worse. That's the key. Is that imagine how bad the last earnings was. It's just this is not worse than last time, which could have been a lot worse. Again, last time you got the earnings on Netflix, you were responding down a lot, and you thought it was going to be a very ugly quarter this time around. So it doesn't mean that it was the best quarter, and it doesn't mean it was good there. But understand, things not getting worse is bullish for some people in this marketplace. So pretty much, it's just not as bad as of what it could have been. So here's the shareholder letter. This is what we got. Why does it? I don't need this. I need this one. Come on, man. Why they make it so? I want to be able to see it. So again, here's forecast for next quarter. 4% growth. So this is actually very, very low. Q3, I mean, last year they were getting 6% revenue growth. So that's not pretty, but we're going to see how people take that. They say even operating margin dropping substantially. Operating income, it'll probably be the lowest since Q4 21. But Q4s are usually lower. At least the revenue's staying elevated, but I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, crazy. Those numbers came up, honestly. It's very, very wild. And then margin was 8.6 compared to last time. Operating, at least that's weird. What am I looking at here? That's year-over-year growth. So margin, 19 versus 25. EPS, 320. Yeah, they said they expect return to growth, but yeah, this is still not the pretty part. Yeah, the financial report, honestly, the story sounds better than reading this. Because looking at it over the last year or so, it's just, this is like some of their lowest numbers that they're expecting. Netflix says its share of TV viewing grew to an all-time high of 7.7 in June at 1.3 billion minutes. That's nearly as large as the next two media giants, CBS and NBC combined. Accounting magic. Well, I think it's just more the wording, because when you look at the estimates, this is dog shit, relatively speaking. So it's not I don't know. I think most people are focusing on the fact the story didn't get worse and that it didn't go down to 2 million subs, but wait for the conference call because that might change. So we'll find out. Let's go. Market is pricing in catastrophe. Facebook down 60. Well, Netflix was down 60 before this, so we're going to find out. This quarter they had decreases, but this quarter wasn't that bad when you compare it, but that's why I'm like, dude, the guidance, that forecast is hideous. That I don't like, but the only difference is the operating numbers look worse on the guidance, but then look at the growth rate of global streaming paid net additions. They're expecting a forecast of growth where really, again, this quarter was negative, quarter before that was negative, so that's actually very, very good there, but everything else is dog shit as far as next quarter. But again, I mean, maybe this could lead to another sandbag, because I don't know. This is scary to me. Bro, they're talking 4% growth on Netflix when I don't know the last time they had that type of growth. Again, fucking margin at 16%. I mean, it's not bad. We saw them do a quarter of 8, but it's pretty low for this. Again, that's Airbnb has way better numbers across the board is what I could say. But this one's very interesting. But I think people are just not getting I just think people aren't tripping out of that it got worse than last quarter, because then that would have been a lot of consecutive sells more or less, or downgrades, or excuse me, lack of growth, loss of growth. So what they said on Q3 forecast as a reminder. Quarterly guidance we provide is our actual internal forecast at the time we report. We strive for accuracy in current uncertain macroeconomic environment, leads to less than normal visibility. The dollar continues to strengthen meaningfully against most major currencies at a historic price, with the euro recently falling below the U.S. dollar for the first time in 2 decades. Significant headwind for all multinational U.S. companies. We have high exposure to this appreciation in the USD because nearly 60% of revenue comes from outside the United States, and swings in FX have large flows due to operating profit, as most of our expenses are in USD and don't benefit from stronger dollar. Our Q3 revenue forecast 5% translates into 12% year-over-year revenue growth on a constant currency basis. Okay, so that sounds a little better. Is that the 5 or no? They said 4.7. Interesting. So this is 4%, but it would be 12% on constant currency. So pretty much the dollar is slashing about 7%. So that would be a little bit better if you think about it, but you have to keep that in mind. So they were taking about a 7% hit from the dollar, is what they're saying. Growth on constant, similarly, excluding the impact of currency, operating margin would be a -3 versus our year-over-year forecast of 29. So there you go. The numbers do look like shit, but it's the story behind it is what they're saying. Operating margin would be 20% versus our forecast of 16. As we've written in the past, our medium term, we intend to continue to adjust our business as appropriate given the relative strength of the dollar to protect our operating margin and to try to avoid immediate actions that we believe could be detrimental to the business. We forecast paid net additions 1 million versus 4 million in the year a quarter ago. We continue to expect full year 22 operating margin at 2022, excluding the unanticipated 150 million restructuring costs and the material movement on FX from January 2022, as our guidance was set based on the Forex at that time. Interesting. They didn't talk about ads, did they? So here's a couple one. Netflix rises post. Shares have climbed 10%. Other streaming companies are up alongside it. The post-earnings pop contrasts how Netflix shares have recently reacted to following quarterly reports. The share price gain holds through to Wednesday's close. It would be the streamer's first gain in the session after earnings since January 2021. Holy shit. Chad, did you hear that? Excuse me. Oh, that's... Did you hear that? If this thing could stay green by tomorrow morning, this will be the first gain on Netflix earnings since January 2021. Oh, y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me. Pretty much, they have not gone up on earnings since right here. This was the last time they had a positive earnings. So that means every other day after it's came down negative. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. We waited almost, what, a year? Full year. Like a literal full year. But again, I mean, do you guys get it though now? There's something about this chart. So now I'm very glad I read that Q3 forecast, but I know my Chad, I know you, we have a lot of critics in here. How do you feel about this? Because now we know the story. Are these numbers bad? Because I don't think these numbers are as bad, but it just depends. But they're saying something, dude. I don't know if you've heard it. I don't know if you're like, the story is getting juicy, even though the stock's going up. But I don't know if I like it. I do like it. It's better than what I said. Remember, I was just looking at this, reading it, and I was like, yo, this is dog shit, bro. This is dog shit. This does not look good. I was confused why it was holding up a little bit harder, but it seems like they're taking a big, big impact by the dollar. They're blaming the dollar, yeah. They want to, but they're saying literally they're taking a 7% loss on their growth simply because of the dollar, and they're saying our margins would have been up at 25%. Remember I was like, this doesn't make sense. I was like, why is it? These numbers are very, very low. Airbnb's better. A lot of things are better. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about this one. But they gave the raw numbers, but they're saying if you exclude currency, the business is not being that bad. Pretty much, if the dollar was at the same price as it was at the beginning of the year, you would the guidance would be a lot higher. Pretty much, that's it. The dollar could continue to rise too, though. That's the next thing. So I'll tell you this. Where is it? Oh, shit. 25 to 28. That's like, what, about 7. So pretty much percentage-wise, that's it. If the dollar loses another 5%, Netflix's growth might go negative. Right there. That's it. It's simple as that. If the dollar goes up 4.7% by the next 3 months, their growth rate's going to go negative. That's it. That's the only way it seems like it might happen. Because if not, and the dollar comes, because you got to realize that, what's the alternative? If the dollar comes down, then they're going to benefit off of that, not to mention everything else. You see what I'm saying? So it could be very, very interesting. We should tweet that. Let's see. Could I use my John Madden stuff? I got to get you my evidence. So here it is. Again, constant currency. You on Twitter? I have one, but I've only used it a couple times. Again, I've been trying. That's why. Thank you, Troy, for reminding me. If I could get a good FinTwit post in there, I would love to have one. I got real quiet. My bad. Hi. Okay, I tweeted it. There you go. So if you'd like to participate in Cult Twitter, here's the tweet. Just like that. You watched it live. You got to see it. So say what's up to the tweet, man. And then follow Troy on there as well, too, to get fast stock market news. And we love you. God bless you. Amen, amen. Spotify pop. But again, do you guys see the advantage of what I'm saying? Is that literally... Oh, that's a good one. Did you guys see this one? I didn't even know you could... Dude, you guys made me a GIF. Thank God I don't show my face. Y'all would go crazy on... Do you see this? This was great. I'll retweet that one in a little bit. That's dope, actually. I like this. This was a nice one. Mm-hmm. This beat is my recital. So, again, dollar has big impact, but did you guys get the second part of what I just said? There is part 2 about this that's going on. I don't know if you feel me on this. So, literally, at this point, I would just watch the dollar. I know I've said that many, many times. Yeah, look at the multinationals, but, bro, Netflix's story says something right there. Literally, if the dollar goes up in the next quarter, Netflix's growth rate could go negative. But now, if the dollar drops, that's how they're going to sandbag and get a benefit off of it. You see what I'm saying? Because now, if the dollar comes back down if the dollar just gives up half of the gain and comes down 2%, they're going to increase their growth rate on estimates by 50%. Again, if they're forecasting 4% growth and then the dollar comes down 2%, and then that means they'll get 6% growth, boom, the dollar they just beat by 50%. It applies to a lot of companies, hell yeah. Hell yeah, but now it's like specific. I don't think every company is like that, though, where it's like, again, they are more than 50% revenue overseas. And again, like they said, their expenses are all in dollars and they don't really profit off of anything else. So very, very interesting. So Netflix appears to delaying launch of ad-supported offering. What? The shareholder letter now says it'll be introduced in the early part of 2023. Company has previously said it would launch this year, although the language does give them wiggle room on the start date. So I don't know if they're going to get any more. They say stronger dollar affecting revenue and profits. Wow. So they're saying the ad thing is going to be 2023. We haven't got any updates on it. So if we get updates on it, that will say a lot. That's crazy. First quarter 2023. The dollar is priced in. I don't know about, but I don't think a lot of people are picking up on that. It's just, dude, these numbers are going to be a nightmare for people. Just like, because again, looking at it, there's just way more to the story. And then you compare these numbers, and then now people are looking at the fact that it's not getting worse. And now the ad thing, that's big news now. They're saying that, again, no updates on that, and that it's going to be launching in early 2023. So we're going to see. But there's a lot to digest. And again, if they could close positive, this will be the first positive earnings since 2021. Which is very, very wild. Very, very wild. Man. I'm sorry, I keep looking at that. I'm looking through to see, but this is wild. This is wild. The password share and nothing. When's the conference call? Is it in 30 minutes? Dude, my mind is just racing now with the what's it called? They're just the dollar, dude. The fucking dollar doom loop, man. That means whatever the dollar is gonna even do from here. God knows what's gonna. I mean, we could price in a lot. So depending on this earnings, no, it's not at 6 p.m. Get out of here. It's not at 6. Come on. It's supposed to be on YouTube. They put it on YouTube, man. What do you mean 6 p.m., huh? What you lying to me about, huh? Okay. The dollar will affect Airbnb. It can, but I think Airbnb will do a little bit better. Because Airbnb, they don't have that much revenue, I think, overseas. So we could check. And honestly, that's what I would start checking right now. Go look at your favorite company. Because depending on how much revenue they get overseas, I'd say, yeah, so it's at 3 p.m. Yeah, July, so in an hour and a half, that's going to be the next move. We needed to stay positive. Knowing that the dollar will eventually come back, does that mean we could safely buy these growth companies because they should rally back with the dollar, assuming they don't go bankrupt? Maybe, but a lot of other stuff could get factored in. But I will tell you this. The dollar is not universal in the sense that Netflix's impact is a little different. Again, Netflix is specific. It's one of those where it's like it just happens to match up perfectly at 4%. You know what I'm saying? It's like their growth rate is just 4 or 5% now what they're factoring, and the dollar already moved 5%. So it's a little different, and companies will operate different, and things could get weird, but for the most part, yes. Earnings, where is it? Hold on, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get the segments. Basically, we have a 7% cushion on the market. Would that 7 apply to other companies, even if they don't state it? No, it all depends it's company specific. That's all. So that's why, like, if you're asking, well, if the dollar comes up, do we have safety? It all depends on the company and where they're going to go from there. But we could so pretty much some companies, like, that's why I'm trying to pull it up right now. Like, if let's say Airbnb's revenue is 90% from America, then they're going to do very, very well. You see what I'm saying? So we'll find out what happens with it, but like that's kind of the key with all of it. Hold on. So here, I need to find that Airbnb. There's your tweet. It's a good tweet. It matters what denomination they're in, or where their expenses are, where they make their money, and do that. So think about it. What did Airbnb do last quarter? They said, we're not operating in China anymore. Well, guess what? That benefits them because the dollar got stronger. So even if they made money in China and had to convert it back, and then they have to pay for their offices in America with dollars, hire most of their employees with dollars, that's what's going to have the cost there. So if you make most of your money domestically and you don't make your money overseas, this whole dollar thing doesn't affect you. Again, Netflix is unique, not only because of where they're at right now, but because they do 60% of revenue from overseas. Oh, there it is, segments. I overlooked that. By geography. So, ooh. Okay. Let me see. Their long-term assets. Where's revenue? So 53% of revenue on Airbnb comes in from, let me check quarters though. Yeah, 51% is America. So Airbnb's at risk. Yeah, hold on. I thought they made more. So here it is. I don't know if you can see that. It's 51.2 United States. Everything else international. 48%. They have a lot from Europe. And then last year it was 77%. You see that? So last year it was 77%. This year it's 22%. So depending on how they do it, we'll see what happens. Every company has that overseas risk. Well, pretty much, are you above 50 or below 50? You see what I'm saying? That's where it comes down. They're like 50-50, so they still have some, but I thought they only were 30%. Again, at one point, like right here, they were only 30% overseas, and then other ones it boiled down to 20%. So you would be surprised on that. Qualcomm, I think, is Qualcomm 97? Yeah. See, that's a very good point. Qualcomm's going to kill it probably. Because look, this is Qualcomm now. And Qualcomm literally does, that says 2. Here, I got to save this so we can zoom in on it. Do you see that? This is Qualcomm. Literally 2% of revenue, or 4.2% of revenue is coming from overseas. So do you see, like, they're more likely the dollar is not zero effect on them. So it's not like Qualcomm should not say, oh, our dollar got impacted, we have a growth rate, and we had to lower it because of this, that. You see what I'm saying? So that's good, but pretty much this is going to be the breakdown where some companies more than not, we're going to see Facebook, no idea. Facebook is about 43% U.S. and Canada. They got about 40-50% from overseas. Let's see. Uber, pretty much the higher above 50, the more risk you have. Uber, 51% United States. All other countries, 48%. What's another one? I think Tesla's is chill. Let's check. Abivai 77%. United States, only 20%. So that's good. Abivai is probably going to do a little, because again, if you could get the overseas growth and not get hit by currency too much, you're going to be great. Apple, I know, is in like the 60s, I believe. The PDUFA news never came in. Apple's only 41% in America. So they're less revenue in America. That means they have 60% coming from everywhere else. I'm just going through the balance sheets right now. I'm just going off of actual results and then also kind of where they're estimating it to. Again, they have estimates and actual. Facebook, 43%. We already went over that one. Again, that's another one. Tesla, did we do Tesla? Tesla, 44% revenue in the United States. Everywhere else is other. Yeah, Tesla's is weird. Tesla's is weird because at other points they were making more. Like on pre-tax income, they were making a lot more in the dollar or through U.S., but very weird. Oh, no, that's international. Oh, what? Yikes. I wonder how this one... I don't know. I need to look into this one. Tesla's is very interesting. Look at this shit. So just so you can see it a little bit better. Bro, you see that 2%? You guys see that? This is under pre-tax income. This is rev on this one. But this is pre-tax income. What do you think that 2% is? Ah! Chad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This one's an interesting one. That 2% is pre-tax income from the United States, aka in dollars. 98% of pre-tax income. I have to double check this. Somebody should go double check it. 98% is coming from international. 6.3 billion. This is Tesla. I know that doesn't seem right, honestly. And then their numbers are 60% overseas for revenue, 40% America, but then the pre-tax income, I don't know why it's coming out like that. This is nothing new. If their pre-tax income is only 130 million in US dollars, they might get hit a little bit harder with that dollar shit. Interesting. AMD's on the rise. Netflix came down a little bit. What other big earnings do we have around the corner? FA and then go to segments. The tab number 6. DraftKings. Nah, we already had J&J. Who's a big company going to report in the next week or two? I thought it would affect them less. No, you want a higher number for dollars. Because then if you make most of your money in dollars, you don't have to convert back into dollars. So the problem is if 60% of your revenue comes from overseas. So like let's say I have 60% of my growth in the United Kingdom or the Europe, right? And I make 60% of my revenue in euros, and now the euro is weakened. So now with the euro weakened, it's going to take me more euros to get the same dollar. So now it's going to cost me 20% more euros just to get the same $1 of profits. So, you have to convert for taxes, and if they recognize the whole thing in dollars, that's what they're saying. So that's what's happening with That's why I'm saying Netflix, if the dollar goes up 5%, they're going to get clapped. But also if the dollar comes down, they're getting a better currency translation. And then that's why if you look at the thing, yes, exactly, more dollars are better. But that's why if you look at their earnings, on a constant currency basis, if you kept like the same exchange rate over the periods, then you wouldn't watch the impact that much. Actually, Netflix didn't do too bad. But if you factor in converting from euros and yen and all of that back to the dollar, they lost about 7% this quarter. And again, the dollar has moved. They even said it. Their basis, they had their FX based before this quarter. It was all based on January, and the dollar has moved up since then. So very, very wild. That's why, so less dollars is worse. More dollars is better. And that's why if they do more of their business in America and they collect in dollars and they don't have to convert back, it will actually benefit from them. So like Qualcomm might actually do a little bit better. Snapchat is about 70% America, 16% in Europe, and then 14% rest of the world. So just under 70%, and then 30% from everywhere else. Snapchat's actually a lot better. Snapchat's a little safe. Qualcomm seems to be the most bulletproof. Disney is 80% in the Americas, it looks like. It's not showing me the pre-tax or operating for some reason, but it says Disney is at 80. I don't know how accurate that is. I feel like Disney had more. All calls should be down since it moved only 8%. I would say chances are, yeah, because it moved only 12%, but remember, we were up like 6 or 7% prior. So it really, the premiums are going to get whacked on both sides. Getting chewy. Netflix already reported there's a conference call. We were just going over it right now. And then, I mean, we got to learn a little bit about the dollar. We went over it. I mean, there's some... Overall, it looks really ugly on the numbers, but people are getting optimistic simply because the story did not get worse. Here, I had another comment. Let me find it for you. So, Bloomberg's Rangathan, he's one of the head analysts for Netflix. He said there is not a lot to cheer about in Netflix's third quarter guidance. What the market is looking for is clarity, not just on the subscriber growth trajectory, but also on other metrics. How are they going to drive average revenue per user? How are they going to drive margin? If you look at the margin guidance for third quarter, it's 16%, well below the 19 or 20 that they're guided for the full year. But again, constant currency, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. But so it looks like the analysts at Bloomberg, they don't even care about the dollar. They're taking the number at face value. So if Netflix says 16, they're saying 16. But again, if you read the report, they're saying it's 16, but with the dollar impact, it would be what? 20% versus the forecast to 16. So they literally say that. You see what I'm saying? But it looks like analysts are just taking the number that they reported. And then one on Netflix's earnings. This is Steven Stodden, Bloomberg intelligence editor. He says just not enough in this market. Guidance for third quarter was weaker than consensus, and lack of any major catalyst till 2023, combined with foreign currency pressures, will fan a bear thesis of rising competition and elevated churn amid economic pressures. So some analysts are pretty negative off of it, even though like some people were a little positive about the story. So pretty wild, man. What a day. What a day. Wild and what a day. Why is it up then? It was up all day. I mean, there was good and bad. This is one, you got to pick it apart. It really depends how you look at it. But, I'll tell you this much, the story's not over. So a lot of people are probably going to go back and forth over the next couple days. And that's where we'll probably see the real effect, more or less. Because of this info. It's good info. The dollar, I mean, we get to learn a little bit more here, and we could do a lot with it. So companies have been reporting stronger than actually with the dollar was weaker. Not necessarily, because even if the dollar came back and this number was 20, what did they say? They would have factored in what type of margin? 20%? That would still be lower than every other quarter. It's just not as bad. It would just be equivalent to this quarter. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. It's still not that good. And then depending on how you've spent your money, you have to understand management is a big deal on this. Because some companies like Microsoft, I know they're better at hedging currency than not. So again, you have to realize if somebody saw this from a mile away and any of these companies took the opportunity to hedge, they could keep their earnings in constant currency. So just keep that in mind. Like if Microsoft, even though they're international, if they knew that would be a big effect and they went and they hedged the currency with futures, they could actually end up making more money and get that number. So it just all depends on the company and management. Some companies might be doing better, some might be doing worse. but it's clear that these final numbers are coming in. They're being estimated based on where the dollar is at, and then depending on where the company is saying they spot the dollar, that's where we're going off of. So it's pretty wild, but even in the case of Netflix, like this says 16%. If it was constant currency, it would be 20%, but 20% would just be slightly higher than this quarter, and then about 5%, 3% lower than any of their worst quarters in the last like six quarters or 4 quarters. So pretty wild, man. They can bet against other currencies, or it's a business strategy. It's not betting against the currency, but it's saying, hey, if I get 60% of my revenue from one person overseas, and if that currency changes value, my profits, that could negatively and materially impact my business. Sometimes it's a wise move to hedge, and a lot of people, they'll buy futures to hedge on constant currency, or if their business is volatile by nature, they will take big currency hedges to make sure that everything is stable so that investors can digest the company performance a lot better. Because if you're in volatile markets and you do a lot of that, pretty much what would end up happening is that your earnings would fluctuate 10 to 30% every quarter if it was tied to a currency that was volatile. So what these companies will do, they will be prudent enough to go ahead and hedge so that they don't have to deal with that and could give a clearer cut about where the company is going. That's why I'm saying at constant currency, like if we found a way to keep the dollar steady and they took those hedging benefits, but they didn't, but if they did, literally Netflix doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. But when you do see that, hey, shit, if the dollar goes up 7%, I'm going to lose 7% of my revenue. Add that again, 7% on the dollar, 20% on the euro. It could get really, really bad. This is ugly. It's not looking too good. So that's kind of where it all comes into play. But this is definitely going to be the big story as we move forward with earnings. And I think we could really get ahead of it. Now you could get a little bit of an edge. I think we should go through a lot of these and just see where the dollars are coming from, how they're doing with it, and then depending on currency actions, if you want to go research companies that already hedged currency, go look it up, because those are probably going to be the companies that will do better this earnings, because they're going to save themselves from a 7% dollar move. You see what I'm saying? A 5% dollar move where that's drastic for some people. So it's crazy. But, ladies and gentlemen, the conference call is in an hour and a half, or hour 15. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you're ready for some more. I think we're going to have a lot to be talking about right here. So, God bless you. I hope you had a wonderful day. But I'm going to head out here so I could get you that watch list. Second link, nightly watch list, main channel. Thank you all for being here. Just big shout out to my members, my non-members, my stream alerts, man, and anybody who came in here with the right attitude, ready to play. I hope you learned something and had as much fun as we did, baby. Hey, man, shout out to Chad. But, Chad, I'm going to get going. I love you. God bless you. Go read the books, Richest Man of Babylon, Proverbs, New Living Translation, and The Strangest Secret in the World, okay? It's a good one. We love it. And Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale. Before I head out, don't worry. We have enough time for one more, baby. We got it, man. Great way to end it. I hope the vibes are in, bro. Keep the vibes alive. Go do something positive. Come with energy. When you click on the watch list today, bro, I want you to click on the watch list and just start clapping, baby. You know what I'm saying? And beat on your chest a little bit. You know, you're going to be... I want to bring the energy, bro. Just bring the energy, man. Like I'm telling you every day. Just woo! You know what I'm saying, baby? Amen. Amen. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, Chad, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Get ready for tomorrow. Let's find out if Netflix closes. And guess what? It's going to move still. You still have the conference call, so be on the lookout for that. But ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Enjoy your day. And please don't ever forget why we're here, why we keep going, why we in the game, and why we remain faithful no matter what. Don't matter what you feel, what you went through, whether you're happy, whether you're sad. It don't matter. We remain faithful to the goal, baby. Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. So there it is, Chad. I love you. Have a wonderful day, and peace out. Oh, hey, wait, Josh. Hold on. Oh, Apple's on the high ticker. Wait, it's moving. But I want a dollar pony. Okay, love you. Bye. I tell you, the dollar. You know what the dollar was at? It was weak when I was here. You know, I made it. The companies love me. I didn't raise their taxes. The dollar was weak. It's great for America. We're on top. Now dollar's strong. They bully us. Everyone's our bully. We're everyone's bully. How we go from the kid getting picked on? We're picked on from being the one who was doing the picking. Huh? It's bullshit. I told you. I had a lot of changes. Dollar was weak, strong. Doesn't matter. I tell you, the only thing that was strong was your head. You hard-headed prick. You guy's a clown. Huh? Y'all voted for him? Come on. This guy, you know what I did? I brought the EV back. You ever hear of Mary Ibarra? She's a great EV, and she invented the battery. I saw Mary at the dinner table, and she came with a drum and a bunny suit. She was the Energizer Bunny. She kind of boom boom. She invented it. They don't understand. Listen, I'm telling the truth. I'm not joking. We need energy, and I love energy. Yeah, like cheap energy, but not cheap. Listen, I don't want to get. We'll talk about it tomorrow. You enjoy your Passover dinner, okay? Okay. Good morning. Bye.